everybody, this is Marjorie. Just back for B&Q with my posh pal Famey. You know, the man for doing the road, the posh man. So she says, will you go to B&Q with me? I'm going to look for some, what do you call it, the paint for my fence. She's doing her fence, right? Her grandson's going to be painting her fence. She says, and I told him I would get the stuff in today. I says, right, I'll go with you. So we get there, right, and she says, excuse me, could you point me in the direction of the decking oil? I says, I thought you said you were painting your fence, Famey. She says, no, I use the decking oil because it gives a nicer touch. I says, oh, you can't just paint your fence like everybody else. You have to use decking oil. I saw that in the telly. I don't know what it means. I think it means you're an octopus. Anyway, she says, so the young guy, right, he takes us away down this aisle. There it is, decking oil. He says, now, there's different shades of decking oil. I says, oh, here we go, we're going to be here all day. So she says, I don't know what shade I would like. What do you think, Marjorie? Well, that morning I had just been watching Antiques Road Trip. Was it the road trip? No, the Antiques Road Show, the Antiques Road Trip, Two in a Bed, Bargain Hunt. Can't mind, David Dickinson, you know who I mean? So I said, have you seen David Dickinson lately? I think that's a lovely shade of mahogany. Why don't you go for something like that, right? So we had to look it up on the BBC. Like the young guy, well, he had one of the, what do you call it, the iPhones. So he looks up the iPlayer. He says, I'll look it up on the iPlayer and see what shade he is at the moment. So we've got a lovely shade anyway. So it's all done now. The fence is all painted, and we've got now the Dickinson fence. Every time I look at it, I go, that's exactly the shade of David Dickinson, right? So anyway, we were in B&Q. So we got the decking oil, and then she says, there's a lovely new cafe opened, Marjorie, next to B&Q. Would you like to try the lovely new cafe? So we goes into this cafe, and the lassie comes up, and I'm looking at the menu, and I'm thinking, Famey, this menu's a bit funny. You don't think this is a bit funny? There's nothing normal in this menu. And I says to the lassie, I says, excuse me again, do you like just like a nice wee egg and cress sandwich or something? She says, this is a vegan cafe, a vegan. And I says, a vegan cafe? What's a vegan hen? And I thought, I didn't ken what I didn't want to sound stupid or look ignorant or anything, but I says, I know, I've heard of vegetarians, but could you explain to me what a vegan is? And she says, well, vegans don't eat meat and they don't eat any products from the animals. And I says, products from the animals? Oh, well, could I maybe just have a wee cheese sandwich? Because you don't get cheese for an animal, do you? And she says, well, no, because they make cheese with milk. And I went, aye, but you didn't actually get the cheese. You don't take the cheese from the animal. Anyway, she tried to explain it. I thought, oh, hen, just bring me whatever you think. So that was that, and I thought, Famey, this isn't for me. I prefer like a wee normal cafe. You get a wee plate of soup and a ham roll, or a wee ham baguette, or a wee sausage roll. I'm no up for all this vegan stuff. I mean, some of the stuff look pure rank. I'm not being funny, but you know. Speak as you find. I like an Empire biscuit. The Empire biscuits were actually quite good. For a vegan Empire biscuit, you could not taste the difference. That's like Sainsbury's to taste the difference. Anyway, so that was that. So we had our vegan lunch. Famey got her decking oil in the shade of David Dickinson. And then that night, I watched Michael McIntyre spin the wheel. I was like, I mean, I like Michael, I can't even say, I was getting that excited. Michael McIntyre, oh, I like him, Dana, I like Michael McIntyre, because, I do like other Chinese comedians, but he's one of my absolute favourites. So I'm watching Spin the Wheel, and it goes round and round, and it, they go, let's spin the wheel, and it's going round and round. I thought, this is pure giving me the book. So I watched that, and then what else did I do? I think I just had a nice wee night in. Anyway, I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for the dial-a-bus driver to come, because my friend, my cousin Dorothy, I forgot who she was there. My cousin Dorothy, she's no driving at the moment, right? So she's no driving because she was in at the chiropodist, right? They think she's got a sty. So she was in at the chiropodist seeing about that. So they said, I'd advise you not to drive at the moment, right? So she says, right. So she had made some soup. So she phoned the dial-a-bus and said, would you mind dropping that off at Marjorie's, on the way out? And, well, I thought, you have to pass my house to get the village anyway, so it's no big deal, I thought, that's quite handy, isn't it, having the dial-a-bus to do to do the soup delivery. So I'm just keeping a wee eye out for my soup, and I'll have my soup for my lunch, and that'll be me sorted. So I'll see you tomorrow, everybody. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you soon. Okay, bye bye.